This is my first time in Nigeria. So I've lived in Kenya all my life. I was born in Kenya. I've been to South Africa, Namibia, Uganda, Tanzania, but it's my first time to this west side of Africa. I've always wanted to come here. What's different, of course, is the culture is very different, the way people dress.
Alexandra Spyratos is a Greek international artist. She was born in Kenya and still lives there. She's a painter and has had 40 solo shows in different cities of the world. Her first time in Nigeria is for a residency program. Clara Aden is a multiple award winner. For 5 weeks, they were the guests of Omooba Adedoyin Shyllon Art Foundation as artists in residence.
We have been able to do a kind of intercultural exchange. You know, I get to know more about our country and she gets to know more about mine. So, and we share ideas, we brainstorm together.
They were in Abeokuta and Lagos.
This is the particular spot I love in the sitting room. Anytime I woke up in the morning with my cup of coffee, I'll just take a seat, pause. I meditate a lot at this particular spot.
This piece is called Fruity Day. It is done in my medium of pure silver, 100% silver, and it just really expresses the classic working day of the market woman, you know, bending down into her pot of tomatoes and fruit, and the back is all with the calabashes and the kind of exaggerated. She's in a sea of urns there. I love the crazy colors, the textures people wear. I love the way they put together just anything, so it kind of goes. I think Paris catwalks would get a lot of influence from going to the marketplace in Abeokuta.
Clara produced 9 art pieces.
I remember the first day we arrived in Abeokuta, we went to the market. I was so captivated. I saw these 2 women. They were busy chatting. They were just chatting. I don't know what they were saying, but I was so captivated by what the posture, the gesture, camera rolling, silence, action. This is Raphael. Is a guy that be documenting us right from day one that we start the residency. Documentation is very, very important. During our stay in Abeokuta, we were invited to a traditional wedding. It's a 3-in-1 event. After the traditional, all the trainer went to the church. So after the church, the reception. So it was at the reception, the daddy and the daughter were dancing. You know, it was so emotional for me because you need to see the father was so proud of the girl. He was very happy. You can see he was just dancing. You know, and the bride too was really digging it. You know, the daddy was crying and the girl was, you know, wiping the face, and you know, so it was so emotional for me, and I was able to capture that moment.
Alexandra produced 23 art pieces.
This piece is called Crowned Crane. It's called Crowned Beauty. I guess it represents a large part of my childhood because I would travel 30-40 kilometers to school every day. I lived on a coffee farm in Kenya, and we would pass a marsh with all these beautiful birds, the crowned crane on them, and I loved passing that marsh. And so I think art, you're expressing your beauty from within, you're expressing your passions. I've mentioned that one of my inspirations was the marketplace of Abeokuta, where it's so colorful and there's so much interesting textures in the fabrics people wear. So I was quite interested in the Adere fabric, things Adere 1 and Adere 2. This painting is called Market Chic. I saw this girl dressed very beautifully, just staring in one direction, so I photographed her. This painting is called Big Mama Downpour. The actual title is almost a pun because it's the Big Mama with this very heavy bit of wood with all her stuff on her head. They carry so much on the heads, the calabashes, the spoons, her baskets. It's a little bit of a abstract still life there. Also showing the big downpours. It was partial rainy season up in Abeokuta and we had 3 big storms.
She has donated 2 of her works to Oyasaf.
I wanted to donate a painting to the amazing contemporary art museum he will be building. He is building, it's in process. And Prince here in his Oyasaf residency, he has some crowned cranes, and so I was quite happy to see them around, and this made me want to paint one again for him.
These 2 women who met for the first time in May 2018 have become best of friends.
Originally it was supposed to be 2 international artists, non-Nigerian, but I found myself within my selection system. It was only Alexandra that suited what I wanted. And I got to a point where it occurred to me that to ask Alexandra to work alone, she would be too isolated and bored. And so I looked around for a suitable Nigerian female artist to complement Alexandra. Clara is a very sociable person, very free-minded. Her being in company with Alexandra would be a boost for my country. Very inseparable twins now. They are very inseparable twins. So I think I have succeeded in what I aim to achieve.
Many artists look forward to residency opportunities.
It has been an amazing experience because you immerse yourself into the art in a residency. You really paint those long hours. You don't have distractions.
If I can paint, 9 paintings just in 3 weeks, imagine what I can do in 3 months.
Art enthusiasts made out time to see the works of Clara and Alexandra.
Number one, I think I see a lot of experiment that they've been able to go into. And I think it's only an opportunity of a residency that could afford you that kind of creative expression.
I have seen fantastic art spaces. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I have seen a collection in one space like this in Nigeria.
The national president of the Society of Nigerian Artists is of the opinion that things are looking up for the visual arts subsector.
Why Oyasaf is very important is the fact that it brings in academics. They have a lecture where they always talk about the role of art in changing society. They were embarked on residencies for artists, so I think by far their work is very, very important in promoting Nigerian visual arts and culture.
Clara and Alexandra are proud of their achievements during their residency. Alexandra says she'll visit Nigeria again.
I will definitely come back when Prince Shyllon opens his Museum of Art, of Contemporary Art. This is an opening I will not miss. I will be here, and that will be in 2 years' time.